Aloha! We are on our way to Tennessee, and it's a very cold day. I hope everybody's doing well. And my name's Hunnelle. This is my husband, Gregg. And we're thinking about just doing conversations and sharing it with all of you.
Talking about stuff.
Yeah, talking about stuff. Any stuff. You guys can join in comments. And but anyway, this is our first video, and we were thinking we're on our way to Tennessee, and the weather is, of course, not great. But I'm thankful to be able to wake up this morning. So I'm thankful to God, regardless of how the weather is.
Have 4 wheels and an engine that works.
Yep.
Heat on a cold day.
Yep. So we are very thankful. However, we wanted to talk about the weather and how we've actually had great weather for a couple of weeks prior to the past, today. Weather has been between low 70s and high 60s. The ground has been very green and beautiful.
Yeah, that's rain in between there.
Yeah. And
it was still warm, it wasn't cold.
Yeah, yes, with the rain, even though it was raining. And the sky was blue and just brilliant blue. Beautiful, no nastiness of gray in gray clouds. Is it really clouds though? But anyway, earlier I think it was maybe Monday or Tuesday, we looked at the weather and it said that it was supposed to be freezing.
Well, originally it said it was going to rain. And then it started talking about it freezing. And it wasn't until yesterday where it said there's a chance of snow this evening. And then, but we saw that the weather was going to cool down, get colder, obviously, by about 30 to 40 degrees colder. And then, then all of a sudden you start noticing that the sky's not so blue and the checkerboard is back, and, those lines start fading out and spreading across the sky. It's not that they disappear, because those ones don't leave any problems, right? Yeah.
So we just, if you look at, for those of you
RFK said, check out DARPA.
DARPA.
For the
HARP.
chemtrails.
HARP. Look up DEW, D-E-W. HARP is H-A-A-R-P. You can even find them in the patent website. Anyway.
It's just become a typical pattern. Right?
Yes.
Like, you could be doing great. And then I looked at the weather, and in 2 days we're going to be back up to mid-60s, almost 70, and in one day I think it's like 72. It's like, what, are we in the middle of November or not?
Well, and is the middle of November actually freezing, or is it manipulated?
We've been told it is
freezing. Yeah,
told it is.
Yeah. We have, we're pushing 60, so
not driving behind this guy. We're pushing 50. 45.
But in our lifetime, we traditionally depending on where we lived, it would get cold in November, December, January, February. But does it really get that cold where we're freezing? I mean, if God created the world to provide for us, why does the ground freeze in the winter? And don't even tell me that, oh, we're supposed to can food, and we're supposed to sock away food for the winter. But I don't know. Anyway,
it's another subject for another time.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. But anyway, we've noticed over the last couple of years that, because we're outside, we live on a farm, so we're outside doing, chores for the animals, or he's cutting grass or something, and
harvesting asparagus.
Yeah, harvesting asparagus, gardening.
Yeah, all day, every day. That's the only time that stops is when the plant goes dormant again.
Dormant again.
Yeah.
But what we've noticed is that when the forecast, they'll forecast for the weather to be cold, or we're supposed to have snow or freezing weather, or sometimes even just rain. The sky would be nice. It would be nice. But all of a sudden, a couple of days, 2 to 3 days before that cold weather or that freezing weather or that rain is supposed to happen, or even in the summertime, where it's nice, but then we're forecasted to have this high heat and just oppressive weather, sun, the sun is it's just hot. All of a sudden they're spraying stuff in the sky, and there's a difference between contrails and chemicals trails.
Huh.
Right? Because
words mean things?
Yes, words mean things. And these are searchable information, by the way, if you guys want to go out there and look for this. We're not just saying things because we like to say them, or because we're conspiracy theorists.
It's never a theory.
It's never a theory.
Conspiracy fact.
It's always conspiracy.
That just makes us conspirators.
Yes. So here's the thing that I will ask people: do you trust the government? If you don't trust the government, then why would you think that they don't spray things up in the air to keep us sick, control the weather? I'm going to come out and say it, control the weather.
Our government only does bad things against other countries and other people and other governments.
Yeah.
Not against us.
Yeah.
Because they love us.
That's why we're taxed.
Ooh. Yeah.
That's why we're taxed, which is actually illegal. Property tax. That's another subject.
Completely different topic.
Yes.
You just can't stay on topic.
I can't.
You drift all over the place like my driving.
So, but anyway, just a thought.
Maybe
you guys,
some of you have seen it.
Yeah.
Maybe a great day, they predict some bad weather, and then all of a sudden, painting in the sky, lines everywhere.
Tic-tac-toe.
Those clouds those streaks that spread out into supposed clouds, and next thing you know, you got these storms that nobody, and everything's the worst storm ever.
Worst storm ever.
And now we get the most rain. Like, since when did 3 inches of rain over a weekend flood places? Oh, since, I don't know, 5 years ago only. Because we never had problems like that before. None that were reportable anyway.
No.
None that anybody claimed, right?
Well, and it's always catastrophe.
Yeah.
It's always scare factor,
yeah,
right?
Well, we gotta
just to put you on edge.
You gotta sell some more.
My thing is, God is always in control, and the powers that like to be,
Wannabe?
the wannabe powers, try to scare all of us because they need us to go along with their nonsense. And, you know, God says, fear not. Fear not. And, you know, what, over 300 times in the Bible, like almost
A lot.
a lot.
Right. Basically, it's something he's repeated more than once.
Fear not. And yet we fear, and because we're in fear, then the powers that would like to be control us, control our actions. You know, kind of like division. You know, I don't have anything against transgender. I don't have anything against gay people. I don't have anything against any other culture, even Muslims. I don't have anything against them.
But if you can't tell them what's wrong with the way they're living, shame on you.
Well, stand up against them, trying to get them to live the way trying to get you to live the way that they live. Nobody has the right to dictate. Not even the government, especially not the government. Anyway, yes, we're off topic again. We just wanted to come on here and kind of tell people to maybe when you see the weather forecast and look up in the sky. Look up in the sky and watch the pattern.
Talk about what you remember.
Yes.
Because they're changing our history, and everybody's saying it, right? Everybody's pointing to different things about our history changing. So if you don't talk about it, then those memories aren't there in other people, and it's easier for them to manipulate how history comes out the other side. Because, you know, that's what we don't do. We don't gather anymore. We don't talk about what we remember. We don't talk about how it was when we grew up. We don't talk about, when we were teenagers, it was actually a blue sky, a bright blue sky.
Bright blue sky.
Right? Not this gray thing you always see. No, it's not smog.
It's not smog.
It's not smog. It's not emissions from cow poop. It's not their farts. They're taking over everything, right? It's what they're telling you, and people are buying into it and believing it. So, you know, if you don't talk about the things you remember the way you remember them, then it's only going to be what they say.
Yes.
So blue skies, we know there are some changes. Things do change, but not that much. This guy.
Yeah, we just really wanted to come on here and ask you guys what you thought about our weather, and if any of you have seen,
experienced something like that.
Yeah, something different. Because we've actually run into people that tell us, oh, it's always been that way.
Yeah, no,
it's always been that way.
No, and it's not where we've lived, because we've lived around the world.
Yes.
So we've lived in other countries, we've lived in other states, we've lived on an island in the middle of the Pacific. You know,
yeah, we lived in Hawaii. We moved to Hawaii in 2000, and we lived there for 5 years, and we left for like 3 years and went back. In the entirety of living in Hawaii, our first time living in Hawaii, we never heard the word Vog, which is when the volcano, supposedly when the volcano erupts, it sends
it's not even that, it's just the constant coming up of it. It creates this
its own weather.
Yeah, kind of like a fog.
But it
drifts over all the islands.
Yes.
From the big island. It covers all of the
supposedly
Hawaiian islands.
Supposedly. But we'd never ever heard of Vog. And mind you, Kilauea has been spewing since the 80s.
It's always got a hot flow.
Okay, so where Vog came from? Then when we went back to Hawaii, there was all of of a sudden forecast about fog.
Yeah.
And it
Crazy.
was basically, and they would call it the marine layer coming from the fog. Marine layer coming from the fog. It was chemtrails, is what it was. It would be this layer, this sheet of gray coming onto the islands.
So here's what I have to say. If you think it's not true, check out your local area, because cities, counties, all over the place are hiring companies that say that I even saw an ad for a company that said you can control the weather for the party you're going to have.
If you're going to have a wedding and
Oh
you want
my
it to
gosh.
be sunny,
But
then they can make it sunny.
I'm a conspirator. Like, oh no, you can't control the weather. Really?
Yeah.
People are advertising. Cities and counties are paying companies to do it. So it's out there, folks. It's out there.
And the only reason that it happens is because we allow it to.
We stop talking about
We
it.
stop talking about
We're
it.
afraid.
We ignore it.
We
We're
don't
afraid.
want to be finger pointed at us.
Yep.
You funny talker, you.
Yeah.
Talking about those things again nobody wants to talk about.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you won't be able to talk about religion or politics.
Yeah, like in the UK, they can't sing hymns
Yeah.
outside of churches.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the Muslims can Ali Akbar all day long, and they can do their call to, I don't know, hama, 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 whatever it is that they do. If you're Muslim and you're mad that I'm saying that, I don't care.
You better.
Okay?
Well, it's not all the way complete. Try reading the canon. It's full of stuff that'll point you in the right direction.
So, with that,
It's another topic.
we will see you guys later.
Aloha.